Live here from Auto Club Speedway, Fontana, California. The 2 mile D-shaped oval for the Happy Valentine's Day Glory 200. I am excited for another BSR AMSOIL Truck Series race. And this track, it played host of the season finale last season. This season, not the case, as it is much earlier in the season. But we'll get more down on that here in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and introduce us. I am Joshua Copperell. I'm joined by Traver Burns. Traver, how are you doing?
Well, we're at Auto Club Speedway tonight, which means I am doing fantastic. I absolutely love this track. I have a bit of a special connection to it as well, being on the West Coast. It's the second ever NASCAR track I went to, and to be honest, you really have to be there in person to appreciate the just how nice of a track it really is. You know, sitting in the grandstands, you're not only are you getting a great race out front, but you also got an amazing view of the San Gabriel Mountains. So, you know, if anything happens, you can always just sit back and relax, knowing you're just in a really cool spot.
I never was able to make it to a race here, but I actually did see this track in person way back in 2011, I believe. I took a trip out to California, actually to San Diego, but we landed in Ontario, which is like pretty much right next to the track, if you will. And I had a cousin that was in the Marines, graduated boot camp, so it was so awesome to come out to California um, and just experience everything that there was that we were able to experience, and being able to see this track in person. I think it was the weekend after, or maybe 2 weekends after NASCAR was here at this track that we actually went to. We actually saw the track in person, and I couldn't even tell you who won the race. And like I said, it was 2011, so probably Kyle Busch, but I don't know.
2011 would have been the year I believe Kevin Harvick came in at the last minute and stole it from Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, same thing. Anyway,
I wouldn't say so.
no, I wouldn't either. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Trust me. They're not the same person. Um, so, let's see here. So, let's go ahead and take a look. Actually, we've not had a points update all season long. Let's go ahead and take a look at our points. So, this is 5 races in. Of course, Oscar Enriquez not on the list. He won Daytona. Andrew Elias, Cody McCorkle, and Ethan Marino being the other 3 winners. There's been a total of 5 races there, with even with Sega Marino taking 2 of the wins. In fact, 2 in a row. And, I absolutely love love my microphone. I, you know, I'm sure you guys can hear issues. I know I'm getting a lot of people telling me about it. Guess what, guys? I bought a new mic today, so this should be the last broadcast with this mic. I'm excited for that. But yeah, looking at the points here, and our rookie standings there. Jacob Locklear currently the leader in the rookie standings over Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. 6-point gap between the two. And then the team standings, actually, Radius Racing took over the points lead after last week's race at the Daytona Road Course. But PBR, 11 points back. I know they are wanting that points lead back. We'll see, but Traver, I'm a little bit surprised right now to see Andrew Elias P1 in practice again. He's actually done so good this season, and at this point, it shouldn't be a surprise. But I don't know. I'm still just surprised.
It seems like there are just certain tracks that are just right in his wheelhouse, and I haven't really found the pattern within that. But there are just tracks where he'll just pop out of there without anyone expecting it and be a completely top dog.
Yeah, he actually not only just won the race at Las Vegas, he won the pole as well, and was up front all night long. I don't think it was a fluke win by any means. And this season he's had some great finishes. I I I don't think he had a fluke win at Las Vegas. He's actually going to lose it here in turn two, but. This is a track. Honestly, he very well can get it done again and be a two-time winner. And I don't know, might cause some upsets later on in the season.
Yeah, it could for sure. Looking at the point standings or the playoff standings, I should say. A couple of surprises. Tristan Maher, I thought had has been having some good runs that would warrant him being in that top 10, as well as Cameron Caldwell, 22 points out. But these points are extremely tight, and we still have quite a few races to go.
Yeah, you mentioned Tristan Maher currently 11th, 6 points on the outside looking in. I believe Tristan actually is taking a provisional tonight. I do not believe it's I'll have to check the provisional list, and yeah, right now it is Zachary Wareham, Jamie Wright, Jonathan Canfield, and Tristan Maher all asking for a provisional for tonight.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, well, not really sure what's going on with Josh's mic there, but like you said, he's got a new one, so hopefully we'll have something soon. We got 4 minutes left here in practice right now. Wilias, as we mentioned, on top by almost a full tenth there. For Auto Club standards, I'd say that's a decent chunk of time. Alonso Chicano in second, David Durand in third, fourth is Alex Kerfan, fifth is Dane Cruz, which haven't seen much of him, I believe, in the AMSOIL Truck Series. I could be wrong on that. Ethan Fonseca Moreno in sixth there, Michael Walls in seventh, Brett Bennett in eighth, Christopher Melton in ninth, our own in 10th there. And yeah, these times we're seeing, of course, practice. Some guys have slipstreams, some guys are probably just by themselves working it in. But well, one thing we're going to see for sure tonight is just track position, I'm guessing, is going to be at a premium because, yes, you can pass, especially on the high side. We're going to see most guys on the bottom trying to save those tires. This track's a lot like Atlanta, I believe, or Legacy Atlanta, where you can make a lot of time on that outside, but it just tears your tires up real easy. So I think we're going to see quite a lot of trucks. now looking, or I am looking at Justin Duran giving a bump draft to the back of Cameron Caldwell. That's also something that we're going to be seeing a bit tonight, no doubt. Especially on these restarts. These trucks can push pretty easily, so they're fairly stable bumper to bumper compared to the other two national series. He's back.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be back. Honestly, my bike decided it didn't want to work at all. But we're good now. So Traber, less than a minute left in practice. Who is your pick to win tonight?
Man, I spent all my mental energy trying to fill in time there. Wasn't really thinking about it much. Let's see who. Tell you what, let's go with David Duran tonight. He's been up front in a lot of races on JCTV lately. Been getting a lot of TV time. I'm looking him to close the deal tonight.
It's a good pick. I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go with his teammate. And I was thinking about this one during practice before we went on air, and I think Kerfan. I mean, first of all, he's really good at these types of races as well. Just unable to close the deal lately. I think his luck gets turned around. You're going to see that 30 victory lane. And actually, you also finished fourth in practice. So our picks: David Duran and Alex Kerfan, third and fourth. So we are now going to go into qualifying.
And no surprise, but it is always nice to see we got a field of 38 trucks tonight, I do believe. So this should be qualifying is going to be real important. That's not a pack that you want to get stuck behind.
Yeah, this track I assume is going to drive a lot like Michigan International Speedway in terms of how it's going to race. The track's very, very similar, and I know from experience, once things get settled, it's pretty much like a choo-choo train. If you get caught on that bottom, the top line's just going to drive right around you. And so track position is key here.
Yes, it is key, but the biggest difference between Michigan and Auto Club is because Auto Club's surface is a lot worn out, you're usually lifting off the throttle a bit more. Michigan has quite a lot of grip in it compared to Auto Club. Still going to be very much a close pack, I would say, but the tires tend to wear a little quicker and tend to get spread out slightly quicker than Michigan.
Ryan Bogey is the first one out. He is a former winner at Michigan, actually, here in the AMSOIL Truck Series. First lap's going to be a 40.681. Jorgensen-Meyer, top of the board, a 40.313. We're staying here with Ryan Bogey.
Yeah, so far no one's been able to get close to within 0.2 of Jorgensmeyer's lap. That's a decent time so far. Josh Arnold pops in a 40.4. And there's Ryan Bogey to the top with a 40.291.
Andrew Elias. He's on the front stretch, on the apron. His lap. 40.256. P6 for Andrew Elias.
Yeah, we had a trio go to the top there. Alex Kerfan On pole right now, Nathan Fuller right behind him, and Brett Bennett in third.
Riley Garcia. Rookie in the AMSOIL Truck Series. I think this is Riley's second or third start.
Hey, Dawson Allen puts in a 40.281. That puts him in 8th at the moment. And Ethan Fonseca Moreno just puts in the pole time. 4/100ths quicker than Alex Kerfan.
David Duran coming off 4.
Oh, and his brother just had a moment off of turn 4, got loose. Fortunately, it's not going to be a quick lap for him. Oh, I say that. He just goes second. I mean, that truck was sideways.
We didn't see it, but you said it was going to be a slow lap, and I'm like, he's P2.
I mean, he just pedaled that thing off the corner. It trying to get loose, he catches it, trying to get loose, he catches it. He just keeps it pinned to the bottom, coming off the corner and on the apron there. Managed to pull out a good lap. Wow.
Here comes David Duran, finish his second lap. It's going to be 40.273, P11. Harold Tucker, 41.147 last time by. 42.819, and that completes qualifying. So let's take a look at our starting grid. Yeah, there we go. Starting on the pole is going to be Ethan Fonseca Moreno. Justin Duran will start to his outside in P2. Starting third, Alex Kerfan. Nathan Fuller in fourth. Brett Bennett will start fifth. Dane Cruz making his season debut tonight, starting sixth. Seventh, Hunter Peach. Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, eighth. Ninth is going to be Jeffrey Armstead. He's going on a cruise tomorrow. And Andrew Elias starting in 10th.
David Duran starting in 11th. Alonso Chicano in 12th. Dawson Allen in 13th. Got Ryan Bogey on the outside of the 7th row there in 14th. Brian Hayes starts 15th. Cameron Caldwell back in 16th. He will be looking to charge through the field, trying to make up that points gap. Michael Walls in 17th. We've got Josh Arnold in 18th. Riley Garcia and Jacob Locklear round out the 10th row.
Starting in 21st, going to be Michael White. Shane O'Neill, 22nd. 23rd, William Kempf. Giovanni Klein, 24th. Starting 25th. 25th is Brandon Hinton. Tyler Watermelon, 26th. 27th, Cody McCorkle. Sean Kissane. I'll get it right. Kissane, 28th. 29th, Nathan Lehman. David Chandler starts 30th.
That would be David Chandler the 4th for you, sir. Stephen Thornton in 31st. You got Christopher Melton back in 32nd. Andrew Davis in 33rd in that 40 truck. Harold Tucker the 3rd in 34th. Steve Bocock in 35th. And Matt Steiner, Dakota Knoll, and Pete Dillon did not set qualifying times. They will start 36th, 37th, and 38th, respectively.
This is the biggest field we've had since Daytona, where there was actually a couple of drivers that did not qualify their way in.
Yeah, a lot of people like Auto Club. That's all I can say.
It's kind of funny. Who would have thought? People loved Auto Club. Anyway, this is a 200-mile race, 100 laps. Happy Valentine's Day, Lori 200. And hopefully, Lori did have a very happy Valentine's Day. As well as everybody else out there. We're getting ready to go green. Either on San Marino. I didn't know where I was going to go with that, but we're green. Marino clear. Just look at the lines. Everybody is running.
Yeah, they are 2 by 2, about 10 rows back there.
It is Daytona week and officials.
Thankfully, no one has to worry about safety rating tonight.
It's like Dawson Allen way down on the apron. I think, yeah, it was him. And coming down pit road is going to be Ian Davis. Is that damage on the hood I see?
I will go look here.
No, no damage. That's just his logo. Coors Light logo getting me again. See the Fonseca Moreno. He is off to exactly where he's been at the past couple races. That is the lead. And also exactly where he was to finish off last season in the lead. Right here at this track where he won the championship, and it wasn't even close. Either Fonseca Moreno won by a huge margin. Having all kinds of issues tonight. But we're gonna get sorted through them.
And you know what? I am also having issues, although it's just me. I didn't realize my mic was muted.
Well, that's good. A side-by-side battle between Jurgensmeyer and Cruz. Cruz actually is going to tuck in the line behind Jurgensmeyer. And now, going to be in a battle side-by-side with Andrew Elias.
Yeah, got 100 laps tonight. Everyone should be looking to settle in right now. It's also a track that we can get some good green flag runs in, so yeah, shouldn't see too much forced aggressiveness, I'll call it. But of course, we're racing trucks. There's always going to be aggressiveness.
Now, Dane Cruz, we see him all the time in the Slide Job Racing League on Tuesday nights. And I noticed one thing, he's really good in the trucks. There was a league that a lot of us were a part of that was not broadcasted on anything. Dane Cruz actually won last season's championship, which was a truck league. He was dominating a lot of the races. And, I mean, the drivers in it were no slouches either. Dane Cruz really showing he's pretty good at the trucks. Tonight, I think he's got a pretty good chance. We've got a battle for the race lead as well as Alex Carfan looking underneath Ethan Fonseca Moreno for the race lead.
Yep. He perfectly crossed him over coming out of turn 2 there, and he's going to have the bottom, and he easily takes it. Let's see if Fonseca Moreno has anything to come back at him with here. Has a bit of a run. He is going to go to the inside now.
And I think this is exactly where you're going to just start seeing crossover after crossover after crossover. If they keep this up, it's even real clear Alex Kerfan. And, well, just as I mentioned, Kerfan underneath Ethan Fonseca Moreno. And Kerfan's going to clear Moreno. And Moreno's going to look underneath. And we've actually got 3 wide. A little bit further back. Cameron Caldwell going to back out of it. This is David Rand and... I'm not sure.
We got 3 wide at the front. Oh, almost 3 wide. 5, Justin Durand was looking to go underneath Alex Kerfan. Alex Kerfan was able to get the run off the corner, so that wasn't a problem for him. And now he is on the outside of Fonseca Moreno.
And there's 3 wide behind him for third. Dane Cruz, Nathan Fuller, they make contact. Cruz drops positions.
We had a bit of a bit of a gap in kind of 15th, 10th to 15th area. Couldn't remember where exactly, but of course that's now closed because these leaders have been battling quite nicely for those cars or those trucks in the midfield. Now the biggest gap you're seeing is between the 11 and the 25 for 8th and 9th there.
That's not that big of a gap either.
It's not a gap period, really.
Let's go side by side for the race lead. Fonseca Moreno still underneath Alex Kerfan. Nathan Fuller pushing Moreno. Justin Duran pushing Kerfan. Kerfan actually going to clear here on the back straightaway. And now Fuller looking underneath Moreno. Fuller going to slide up. He is sideways, saves it.
Man, he sprint carred that thing around that corner. Brett Bennett now looking to make a move within this top 5. He slides up, misses the groove a little bit there.
Alex Kerfan out front. He goes down to not allow Moreno to get the draft, actually, pulling down so his teammate Justin Duran can get the draft.
And it could be just my computer, but are we seeing a little blinking from Fonseca Moreno there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I believe Brett Bennett just came over and said something about it as well.
Guys up front trying to single file out. Someone was way up the wall. That's Cameron Caldwell. He's going to lose a ton of positions, 12th to 21st.
Man, we have so many black and yellow trucks, I'm having trouble identifying them sometimes.
There are quite a few of them.
But yeah, Caldwell just got high on entry there. He just brushed the wall, not really sure. Yeah, I think he was looking to go to the outside of, it'd be the 20 truck of Jeffrey Armistead. And Armistead basically ran the wall, and Cameron was assuming he'd go to the bottom, and essentially didn't realize how close to the wall he already was.
Somebody else just caught the ball. Couldn't tell who it was.
Oh, wow! Justin Duran just filled a hole that was just barely the size of a NASCAR truck there right in front of Brett Bennett.
It's like either Fonseca Moreno's going to get to the inside and then some on Alex Kerfan. He had a huge push from Fuller. Moreno is clear, and Justin Durant gets to the outside of Fuller.
Duran looking to make it 3 wide in the middle there. Looks like 30 truck's going to have a run off the corner. Shouldn't be a problem for him. Looking at some of our biggest movers here, of course, we got Chicano up 5 spots in 7th from starting 12th there. Jacob Locklear up 7 spots after starting in 20th. William Kempf up 8 spots after starting in 23rd, but our biggest mover right now goes to David Chandler the 4th, starting 30th. He's up to 17th.
Pretty incredible. So much jockeying for position going on all throughout this field, and especially up front as they are still 2 by 2.
Yeah, considering our leaders haven't really gone anywhere, it's a big statement to go from 30th to 17th. I don't care who you are. Been no separation between the pack here. Nathan Fuller looking to the inside of Duran.
He's gonna get behind Duran and in front of Brett Bennett. Speaking of Duran's, 24, David Duran. He was on the high side, trying to make his presence known up front.
Fonseca Moreno just slides in front of the 5 truck. Nathan Fuller makes a little contact in the left rear of Justin Duran there.
Still side by side for the race lead. Moreno not clear, but he was wanting to slide up in front of Kerfan. This is incredible.
Yeah, Fonseca Moreno able to slide up, keep the lead. Oh, yellow flag's out. Not really sure what happened here. And we are going to get another restart before the stage end at lap 25.
Oh! I think I found the caution. What a save by David Chandler. Go back, Traver. Find that
I
88.
just found it now, yeah.
I mean, not ideal, but that could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, it's a shame, though. That's going to be some decent front-end damage, because that's not a safer barrier on that outside. That is a solid concrete wall right there. Yeah, it looks like the 78 there. Yeah, I guess he just thought that Chandler would give him more space, and the 78 just about a truck width off the wall there.
Pit road is open, and it's about 50-50.
Yeah, these are the guys who are going to be prioritizing track position for the finish of this race. If you're looking to switch the stage here, as far as pitting now, and then giving up the stage points, this is the way to do it. This is the time to do it, I mean.
Dane Cruz wins the race off pit road, followed by Jeffrey Armistead, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, Michael Walls, William Kempf. So, we do have an in-race reporter, and let's go ahead and talk to him. Hey, Brett Betts, boys in the booth, got a copy?
Yep.
How's it going out there?
It's going well. Definitely some sketchy racing. Some people side drafting and racing way too hard for the first stage. So at least one car in the top 5 here is. But it's been fun. Second, let me choose here. Ethan doesn't blink through it.
All right, so we know you're going to be restarting on the outside road 2. Oh, wow, some interesting choosing in the back. But you know that half the field is on tires, and the front half stayed out. How you feeling with this very, very short sprint to the end of stage 1?
I mean, with where I am in points, I felt like I kind of need to stay out for the stage points. However, that people who aren't tires might have a chance at it because of how much faster they're going to be on this restart. It's going to be interesting. It's just going to be sketchy. I think we're going to need a caution before we get to the stage. Honestly, I think somebody's going to oversend it on the fresh tires and bring up the yellow. So we'll see what happens. Going to have to watch wheel spin on this restart.
Real quick, Brett, what do you think how big of a difference is in terms of both tire wear and speed between the top lane and the bottom lane right now?
Uncertain. Like, I run in both. It's just wherever you can find clean air is way more important than what lane. I was getting very aero tight towards the end of that run.
All right, we'll let you back up with your teammates, and we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Sounds good.
In-race reporter Brett Bennett. As Ethan Fonseca Moreno is going to lead us back to the green flag. Only 2 laps to go, so this is kind of like a green-white checker.
Outside line didn't get a great jump there. Of course, the outside leader is always going to not have the greatest jump compared to the inside leader, but David Durand in the 3rd row on that outside was not packed up to Brett Bennett there. They did not get a good push off that restart.
Justin Durand going to get to the outside of Moreno. Alex Kerfan pushing Durand.
Where is everyone going to go? Help's going to come on the outside lane there. That's going to leave Fonseca Moreno out to dry. Brett Bennett looks to the inside, make it 3 wide.
Brett Brett Bennett has a stage win already this season. They're 3 wide for second place.
Oh, and Fonseca Moreno. Oh! Man, he almost put the 30 in the wall and then came down a bit, got loose. Almost turned in front of Brett Bennett there. Now David Duran's going to have a run. He's going to go into third, go on the outside of second place of Alex Kerfan. Can he get the run off here? It doesn't look like he's going to get Kerfan, but he might get Fonseca Moreno.
And it's going to be Justin Rand taking the stage easily, and then behind him, yeah, it's just a wad of cars.
Oh.
Trucks, rather.
And just after the yellow, Nathan Fuller, I don't think there's any damage, but that was quite sketchy. Nathan Fuller just kind of ran into the back of Brett Bennett after Bennett rolled off the throttle.
Justin Rand, Alex Kerfan, David Rand, Fonseca Moreno, Alonso Chicano, Brett Bennett, Nathan Fuller, Dane Cruz, Andrew Elias, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. So these guys are catching up to the pace car. That's why they still are going a little bit fast. This pace car is now exiting 2. So pit road is going to be open, and we expect everybody that did not pit during the last caution to come down and pit this time. So our race leader presumably should be Dane Cruz.
By the way, we mentioned, or Brett Bennett mentioned there was one truck in the top 5 that are making it a bit sketchy. I'm presuming he's talking about Fonseca Moreno's blinking, but he could have also been talking about Nathan Fuller as well, who has been quite, I'll call it aggressive. The driver in me might call it something a little harsher, but he's made contact with a few trucks already.
I know exactly who he's talking about. And the professional broadcaster in me, not going to say anything.
Well done.
Because trust me, I've been there. Pit road is, of course, very busy. And as I expected, Dane Cruz did stay out. Race off pit road is going to be Justin Rand in battle for second. I don't know who got it, whether it was Kerfan or Moreno. Looks like Kerfan. Oh.
The winner is all the white trucks.
We're going to see how this plays out for Steve Bocock. He went up onto the track, which there was not much room for him at all. So with him going up on the track, I don't blame him for that move there because he really had nowhere else to go. But basically what that'll be is a penalty. So we'll see what the admins do about that. And
well, Bocock took fuel only there.
And he is going to get a EOL penalty, it looks like.
Yeah. Oh. Wow. I'm surprised. That seems a little harsh. Under yellow, you have, a couple cars underneath you on the apron. Yeah. That's a shame. I was curious to see how that strategy would play out with the fuel only.
And it's... I don't know, like, I am an admin of the league, but I'm not on track admin. I don't know what's going on inside the heads of these guys. But I can say that would be an iRacing thing, for sure. Now, it looks like he's not going to get an EOL. He kind of did speed up there. So I don't exactly know. Like, I can't really give you guys updated. Because they did choose right there. Well, and now everybody's
okay. Yeah, that was Confusing. He dropped back, then started passing a few trucks, then chose, and now it looks like he's dropping back again.
And that is something that you can't clear. Like, you cannot clear an EOL. I mean, you can, but it's not going to show up on everybody's screen as it's cleared. It's still going to say to drop back. So unless they got everybody on board and told them to stay in position and whatnot. Again, I'm not out there. I don't know what's going on inside of the heads of these guys right now. I'm just kind of like the post-race admin that kind of oversees reviews and stuff. But anyway, we're getting ready to restart. Dane Cruz, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer on the front row, William Kempf, Jeffrey Armstead make up row 2, and how about Dawson Allen in their the 5th position? As inside the restart zone, green flag back out.
Yeah, watch out for the 5 and the 30 back here in 11th and 12th, I believe. They're going to be the first of those trucks who were leading, but of course stayed out on that first yellow that allowed this top 10 to jump up to the front after the stage yellow.
And we know there's not another guaranteed yellow. William Kempf trying to hold off Jurgensmeyer. Dane Cruz kind of pulling away right now. It's wild in the middle. Not quite wild up front yet.
Three wide for a second there, back in the 10th spot for a short period of time. Right now we got the cruise missile controlling the field as Kempf running that outside on top of Jurgensmeyer there.
Jeffrey Armstead right there behind Jurgensmeyer.
I believe Justin Duran was the first off pit road, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so Justin Duran, first of our trucks here that pitted. He was on the inside of Michael Walls, gonna get up into 8th, I believe. 7th, actually. I can't count.
Be Dawson Allen's map.
Oh, wow. And, man, that 5 truck just barely slid up in front of Michael Walls. It just barely cleared Michael Walls, I should say. Oh, Jurgensmeyer, I think, may have got a little tap from Armstead. Got him a little loose. He still holds the position as of now.
Giovanni Klein.
And right now, out of those trucks that pitted under the stage yellow, Brett Bennett is actually 2nd. Done a nice job making his way up to 9th here.
Justin ran underneath Dawson Allen. And we are 3 wide for 3rd. Jeffrey Armstead, Giovanni Klein, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer.
Both trucks moving around left and right. Trying to find a hole. Looks like the majority of them on that top side, but of course this is tightening up the entire field right now with these leaders battling so hard.
Yeah, it is. It looks like Daytona. I mean, just 2 by 2, everybody all lined up. I mean, that shot we just saw down the backstretch, that was everybody. There's nobody off the pack right now.
Yeah, for reference, Michael Walls was about 5 truck lengths back of that front pack, and now he is right on him, along with Brett Bennett here.
Yeah, we have
Brett gonna be one of the few to go to the very bottom here.
35 drivers still out on track. David Chandler in the pits, and Andrew Davis has retired from the event, but
We are about 2 by 10 right now.
Giovanni Klein taking the race lead away. Dane Cruz looking underneath Giovanni Klein. Justin Rand now underneath Klein. Oh,
This is fantastic.
wow! Nathan Fuller! What a move, or save rather. He's going to lose a ton of positions, though. He was 19th. He is now 35th. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, he just pulled up, made some contact. Looked like camera angle's not the greatest.
Looks like he went to side draft as the 78 was trying to come off the wall a little bit. Yeah, it looks like Fuller just tried to come up and side draft, and the contact seems quite rough for for the angle that it had. The physics don't really add up in my mind there, but go on. Odd one.
New race leader Justin Rand, he's gonna block Cruz. Cruz now pulling back to the inside. Side by side for the race lead. Contact between the two. And now Dane Cruz. Not clear.
Get the wall.
Wow.
Classic Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin moment right there.
Yeah, the Joey Logano, Brett Bennett wanted to get on by that. And actually, I'm thinking wrong. It was Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch got around. Justin Rand still leading this race. Well, once again leading this race, and Dane Cruz on the outside line. Brett Bennett currently inside of Cruz, getting that draft.
Yeah, Justin gave a little draft to Brett Bennett there. And Bennett's able to slide up into second there. If I was able to get a good run, he kind of started actually getting about the biggest gap that a leader has had this entire race.
Brett Bennett reeling him back in. We're 3 wide behind all that. This is Giovanni Klein, David Rand, and Kemp. Now it's just David Rand and Giovanni Klein side by side.
Yeah, they've been 3 wide back there for quite a bit. Didn't want to take any attention away from that lead, though.
Cameron Caldwell gonna make it 3 wide. Neither Fonseca Moreno and Jonathan Jurgensmeyer.
And they are tight. Fonseca Moreno. Tight on the door of Cameron Caldwell there.
Battle for the race
Moreno's
lead. So much going on.
Bennett saying he just wanted to lead a lap there. Justin said no to that.
So much going on. Production right now is tough. Brett Bennett still to the inside of Justin Durand. Durand edging out Brett Bennett ever so slightly. And here comes Dane Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz got a little sideways in the middle of that corner there.
New leader, Brett Bennett. He's going to lead the lap. And David Durand 3 wide with Cruz and Klein.
Fantastic run from David Durand out of turn 4. He's going to get 2 of them. Now he's going to look on the inside of his brother here as well for second.
It's the Durand show. But I'll tell you what, the one that is hungry like the wolf is Brett Bennett. Yeah, I know, bad joke. I'll stick to my day job.
Oh, no.
Here comes Justin Durand once again.
I'd rather have bad jokes than no jokes.
Oh, David! He wanted to make a move on Justin. I think Justin wanted to make a move on Brett, but I don't know if he felt comfortable with where David was. Oh, we're going to be 3 wide once again for 4th place. Either Fonseca Moreno coming back up into the picture. Cameron Caldwell as well.
Yeah, Cameron Caldwell has had a great rise. He's going to go 3 wide. Shoots the gap. Gets the spot for the 48. I thought he might still be on the outside of Fonseca Moreno, but unfortunately didn't quite have the run. But he sent that thing in deep and was able to take P5 there.
Cameron Caldwell swept the 2 milers in Season 1, starting with a win at Auto Club before winning at Michigan way later in the season. He is 5th place. And what better way to celebrate Laurie than by getting a win? In case you guys are wondering who Laurie is, that is Cam's mother. Which actually the race sponsorship was brought to you by Cam's father. Caldwells, I'm sure, are pretty proud of Cameron and currently in 5th.
I hope so. He's pretty hard to beat.
You know, Cam actually doesn't live in California anymore, but he grew up, like, pretty much right next to this racetrack.
Oh, wow.
He could see the track from his house.
That's funny. I have similar experience. And now we both in Oregon.
He was born in Oregon, but pretty much raised in California from what I understand. But Brett Bennett still race leader. Justin Durand, huge draft up to Brett Bennett. Not going to take the run. Side-by-side battle, though, between Moreno and Caldwell.
Caldwell and Fonseca Moreno have been side-by-side here for quite a few laps. Not quite a few laps, but a full lap. Now going on about a lap and a half.
Sega Moreno, Southern California resident.
He might have had a spin on the backstretch here. Let's see if I can find it.
Josh Arnold.
Oh, wow. Oh, he got turned. He got turned by Nathan Fuller. Hey, the same thing that happened earlier, except this time Josh Arnold gets the bad end of it. But yeah, Nathan Fuller came up to side draft and just came up too far. And I wouldn't even say that was a case of Josh Arnold not close enough to the wall. He was pretty dang close, but yeah. Fortunately, no yellow to help him out there. Yeah, Nathan Fuller strikes again.
Oh, Cameron Caldwell got the apron loose. Great job at keeping that under control. Oh, spin! The 11! That is Hunter Peach! He's going to lock it up and doesn't make contact with the inside wall. Caution is out.
I mean, it's just the exact same thing that we saw with Josh Arnold, this time with Jacob Locklear just coming up too far, making contact with the 11, spinning him around.
I just saw one PBR driver spin and another PBR driver spin somebody else. It's a team owner of PBR. It's not something you want to see. Yeah, great job by Hunter Peach there to lock it down. Not make contact with the inside wall. Fortunately, lost a ton of positions, but Hunter, he's still got quite a bit of laps left. See what he's able to do.
Yeah, he wasn't happy, but yeah, he's gonna lose all that precious track position. But tell you what, his truck's in one piece, and in that situation, that's very fortunate to get out of.
So pit road gonna be very, very busy as everybody is coming down. And we're gonna talk to Brett Bennett, but we're gonna wait until after he is done completing his pit stop so he can focus on getting in. And I see a couple drivers having to back up. Race off pit road, it's going to be Brett Bennett.
Bennett? How about it?
So, Traber, why don't you go ahead and talk to Brett?
Red's Traber Bird's up at the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
Well, how about it? Leading some laps.
That one went pretty well. Gonna be interesting here. Probably not gonna be a lot of saving. Everybody's got to make a pit stop from here, so gonna be interesting from here. But we'll see what happens. Definitely gonna be a kind of a battle.
How strong do you think the new tires / that undercut is gonna be?
Real quick.
It's gonna be strong.
Brett, remember to choose.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Way to be on top of it, Josh.
I just know some people have a hard time trying to do two things at once, Brett.
I was on it.
I would not have been on it, so I'm glad you're there. Yeah, so who, as far as your pit strategy, what's it that you looking to pit early? You looking to split in half? What's the
Depends on
feel right
depends
now?
on what's happening.
Gotcha. What's so far? I mean, been a heck of a race up at the front. What do you think the likelihood is that we go green the rest of the way here?
Unlikely. I don't think we're gonna go green. I think it's gonna be. I would not. I think we'll probably get our caution. I mean, once the tires start wearing, it's hard to pass here. And I'm surprised we have not had a wreck right after a restart. Just the way this track drives. Let's see though. Yeah, gonna be a fun one.
All right, we'll let you get ready for this restart. Best of luck to you.
Yep. Thank you.
Brett Bennett and his squiggly stats. Yeah, I know it's not pronounced that. I told somebody that I would say that. Squiggly stats Ford. He's going to be the race leader. Space truck pulls to the safety of pit road. And green flag is out. We're back underway here at Auto Club. Oh, Michael Walls!
Contact! Michael Walls tried to get to the inside of the 48 truck, I believe. Yeah, Giovanni Klein. And Alex Kerfan was already there. It's inside. Cameron Caldwell's going around!
Oh, my. Somebody else went around, too. Was that Jeffrey Armstead? No, that was Dane Cruz! Oh, man.
Cruz didn't really have anywhere to go there. And still no yellow as well. Everyone spun down to the apron. We keep it green.
Hey, look at what happened. Garfan got loose, too. Cruz did not make any contact with Caldwell. He just got loose as well.
Yeah, cold tires can really do that to you, especially with the sun's gone down. It's now a night race, and yeah, it looks like cold tires just bit him in the butt right there.
All right, so back live. Justin Rand has the race lead over Brett Bennett, Ethan Fonseca Moreno, David Rand, Jacob Locklear, your top five. Andy Elias, Giovanni Klein, Alonso Chicano, Christopher Melton, and Micah Walls.
I was trying to figure out what started that spin there. It was Cameron Caldwell. He just barely tapped the apron. It didn't look like much. Didn't catch my eye at first. But yeah, just a slight tap on the apron, and then he was trying to catch it all the way through turn 4.
Race lead. Once again, Brad Bennett to the inside of Justin Duran. Bennett trying to slide up. Still side by side.
And Dane Cruz has retired from this race.
Justin Duran clears Brad Bennett for the race lead. A huge push from David helped Justin out. Brad Bennett, he's going to slide in behind David Rand. Now he's going to have pressure from Ethan Fonseca Moreno.
You know, I don't think there's been a driver on the bottom more often than Ethan Fonseca Moreno tonight. At least in that lead pack. It just barely slides up in front of Jacob Locklear.
Ethan is an incredible driver, and I know he loves that bottom.
No context. Anyway, a little bit of a gap there from Giovanni Klein in 7th back to Michael Walls as Alonso Chicano's looking to the inside of Walls there. But yeah, it looks like that top 7 is broken away a bit.
Alonso Chicano is trying to hold on. He was just behind Walls. Then went pulled down to the inside. Now he's got Jurgensmeyer out there, and Nathan Fuller got the wall. Got Andrew Elias. Oh my! Save from Locklear, maybe? Oh no! He's not gonna
There's
save.
a big wreck.
Gosh.
Oh no! That's a massive wreck. I mean, it's just plain overcorrection by Locklear that just sets off a at least 10 truck wreck involved there.
Yeah. You know, the battle between him and Andrew Elias, I mean, that was good clean races with them side by side, and it looks like, well, a little bit of contact there.
I wouldn't quite say clean, yeah.
Well,
84,
looking at it from that angle, it was definitely a lot more contact than I thought originally.
Yeah, if you look at it from a chopper cam here, you'll see that the 44 was actually higher up the track than everyone else. He was running his outside line. Locklear just kind of, I guess, wanted to run the middle while he was the truck on the bottom, and Elias wasn't expecting that. And Locklear just hits the door, gets him loose. He's trying to save it, just overcorrects into the field.
William Kemp, Alonso Chicano, Michael Walls, and there was somebody else involved that Kemp actually clipped. Who was it? Oh, Hunter Peach. So
yeah, that's a solid hit for Hunter Peach there.
Everybody down pit road except Riley Garcia. Race off pit road going to be won by Andrew Elias, who I think takes fuel only, or maybe just right sides. Well, Sega Moreno got off second.
Yeah. Just right side tires for Andrew Elias. That's bold.
It was not that long ago that drivers were on pit road. I mean, you mentioned it earlier. This is an old, worn-out surface. 10 laps, about what they had. Actually, about 9. 9 green flag laps there.
Yeah, and I'm not so worried about the tire wear as much anymore with the sun gone down. Track temps all the way down to 68, but it means you're going to have cold right side tires for this restart. While you got a lot of grip on the left sides, it can sometimes get a little bit unpredictable with that. Of course, everyone else is going to have cold 4 tires, but I think that can be a little more predictable.
So Riley Garcia comes down pit road. So that does hand the race lead over to Andrew Elias, who chooses the bottom. Ethan Fonseca Moreno, I think, took the top.
He did take the top, but his blinking is getting really bad there.
He's fair-ish. Justin Duran third, Brett Bennett fourth, David Duran, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, Nathan Lehman, Giovanni Klein, Nathan Fuller, and Jeffrey Armstead going to make the top 10.
For some reason, some guys' internet can get a little more blinky under yellow, and then when things go back to green, it kind of settles out. But hopefully that's the case for Moreno in what I believe is his home track here.
I believe this is. He lives in SoCal. Go green with 34 laps to go. This base truck gonna make its way to the pit road. Andrew Elias looking for his second win of the season. Inside the restart zone, green flag is back out. And Ethan Fonseca Moreno got out of line. He's way high.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be dropping back here. Either that or he just didn't... Yeah, no, it doesn't look like he's dropping back. He just didn't have any help on that restart. Everyone just dove to the inside there trying to get rid of him. It's a lonely world for him.
Andrew Elias.
Looks like he's recovered, as well as his internet has recovered.
Andrew Elias really shipped it on the outside. He's still going to hold the race lead over Justin Duran and Brett Bennett right behind him. Oh, they're going to be four wide. Contact!
Contact!
Nathan
Big one.
Fuller.
Yeah, the 44 just kind of... Him getting loose, he got a little tap there, I believe, for Brett Bennett. That might have been after he already got loose. But him getting loose in front of the field really checked everything up. Now he just got loose on his own, and then Brett Bennett gave him a little tap there. And as he's saving it, everyone's checking up, stacking up the field. I don't think Nathan Fuller realized they were four wide there. And he just came up into the 47 of Brett Bennett.
The iRacing spotters will not tell you 4 wide. It'll just say 3 wide. Hold your line.
Yeah, hold your line. Whenever you hear hold your line, it's always a bit of a rear end clenching moment. Yeah, I don't believe the 4 got a... Well, of course, if he's using an iRacing spotter, he definitely didn't get a 4 wide call, but either way, he did not predict that they would be 4 wide, I'm guessing.
Michael Walls is going to be the free pass. His lap back on the lead lap.
You know, I'm not really sure where he lost his lap. Oh, probably repairing damage, I'm guessing, on that last wreck. Broadcasting moment.
Let's go ahead and once again talk to our in-race reporter. See how well this goes. Hey, Brett Bennett, boys up at the booth. Once again, got us.
Nathan Fuller's a moron.
So, how's it going out there for you?
Nathan Fuller's a moron. Dude,
Kevin.
never his fault. He just decided to send it in a hole that wasn't there for no reason. Still got 30 laps to go. Decided to try to wreck us all. Obviously not going to take any blame on himself on the voice chat because that would imply being a man. But yeah, just tired of it. Drives like an asshole every race, and yep. One second, let me choose here.
How? Bennett chooses the bottom here. How's your car feeling so far?
It feels great, and I was in a great spot to win this race, and now I'm probably not because I got a little bit of damage there. Yeah, just frustrating as hell. Like, run a great race. Like, Andrew got a little loose there, which is fine. Like, and I try to stay off of him, and then I'm checking up for him, and then Nathan decides to send it Mach 1 in the freaking hole that's just not there and is going to close immediately. And then, not his fault though. Never his fault. So be it.
I believe his argument would be that iRacing usually doesn't tell you that you're 4 wide, and they were 4 wide there. I don't.
No, he knew it. He just said
it.
His quote was, "I was already inside when you came down," which was just not true. Yeah. Same people every race, same people every week in this league. So, oh well.
All right, getting ready to go back to green here. Better luck to you. Hopefully you can pull out a good finish for this one.
Yep. Hopefully talking to you at the end.
I have nothing to add.
We're going green with 29 laps to go here at Auto Club Speedway. The base truck is inside the restart zone. Green flag back out. The Duran's working so well together once again. It's David still pushing Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. He is right there, really, for the first time tonight, coming into the picture.
You'd start to see a trend here on these restarts. The outside leader tends to drop back into third, coming off or in the middle of 1 and 2 there. So the right choose at the end of this race might be to line up second on that inside row. If we get another restart, that is.
Jurgensmeyer, he can tell these guys are brothers, but he doesn't want any part of that. He's actually going to go way high into the 4th groove. Not the Kyle Larson line, but he's still up there. They're going to be 2 wide behind him. Jeffrey Armistead getting by. Good at Gorkel. Johnny Klein battling for 5th. Duran brothers still holding strong. And Brett Bennett. Oh, he's going to get turned! He come up across Giovanni Klein's nose.
Oh, we got more trouble in the back. That caused a bunch of other trucks to get... Oh, man, we had some trucks coming in at Mach speed there. Either didn't see the wreck or thought they could get through it, gassing through it, but... Yeah. Additional trucks getting caught up there.
Oh, Steiner. There are so many drivers. Just way too hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, I think Brett was expecting Giovanni to be a little bit higher up. They were 3 wide. and Giovanni kind of left an extra width in between. I'd say a little more than an extra width between him and the two of Cody McCorkle. And yeah, I'd say Brett just was expecting Giovanni to be a little higher up the track coming off the corner.
Cody McCorkle just kept wrecking. Number 43, that's going to be Thornton got into him pretty hard. That was a big one. But we have somebody else with us now. Adam Kuhn. How you doing?
Yeah, good evening, guys. What a real messy race this has kind of turned into. Listening to the first half, that was a really exciting first stage, and oh, man, these last couple of restarts, guys, have just been really aggressive in the mid-pack, and it's just been bloodbath on these last couple of restarts as we've seen.
Well, it's been aggressive in the mid-pack, but it's been we've had a lot of close calls in the mid-pack, but the real wrecks have been started kind of up front in that top 10. You know, it's interesting to see all these guys just kind of, guess coming towards the end of the race, you're going to stop leaving as much room for everyone, but yeah, it just seems like there's a lot less give and take as we're seeing coming down to the end.
Tell you what, as the owner of PBR, I'm so glad that this is a virtual race. Just the last 4 wrecks, literally the last 4 wrecks, have all had a PBR driver or 2 involved. And I'm somehow, actually, you know what? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say the fact that there is still a PBR driver up here in the top 5 because I'm going to jinx them. 25 to go. It's going to be 24 when we go back green. Those Durans are going to be so hard to beat, though.
It's going to be fun with Jeffrey Armistead up here. No, the bottom line's not going to be that strong here on the launch, but he is a really aggressive racer, and I think this track is going to suit him really well here for these last 25 laps.
I don't think this is it, though, as far as the wrecking goes. 4 drivers have retired.
Would not be surprised.
Cruz, Knoll, Chandler, and Davis. As the pace truck pulls in. 24 laps to go here at Auto Club. The green flag is waving. We're back underway. And once again, big push by David to Justin.
Yeah, leader chose the outside there. That outside started going with David Durand on that outside. Excuse me, that's David pushing Justin.
Side-by-side battle, Giovanni Klein and Sean Kassane.
A few trucks behind them. Ryan Bogey going for a move on Christopher Mountain in the 52. Bogey up to 8th on this restart.
He gives a push to Melton. Going down the back, bit of a gap between Melton and Klein there.
Jeffrey Armistead. Just got a push from Giovanni Klein. Instead, he's gonna stay looking high, and Klein looking higher. Armistead choosing to run a higher line, trying to get the run. He's actually going to be side by side with Jurgensmeyer for third place.
Ooh, Armistead's gonna scrape the wall for 2.
Yeah, I think that might have been a bit of a little net code or something right there. It didn't look like he was quite in the wall. I'm not seeing any damage either.
Yeah, and he didn't lose a lot of momentum because he is tucked up underneath David Duran going to the corner. He's going to continue using that high line. Here comes Giovanni Klein looking to his inside off of 4.
Yeah, thought he might shoot the middle there, make it 3 wide, but he's going to stick behind Armstead there.
I'm wondering what these Durans are going to do. They get drivers to the outside and inside. Jurgensmeyer and Armistead. It's very possible. Right now, they're side-by-side battling.
Oh, Jurgensmeyer and Klein almost made contact. Klein trying to pinch that 0-0. 0-0 either hit the apron, just got a little loose there. And Nathan Fuller back into the top 5 here.
Oh my.
Armistead with a great run off of 2.
He's right all over the back tailgate of David Duran.
And while this isn't exactly a plate track like Daytona or Talladega, the Duran brothers are working it like it is. They've just been sticking together right now, making sure that they're the fastest ones on the straight as of right now. It looks like Armstead might have something to say about it. Can he get to the outside 24? Not quite. Oh, and Clyde's going to hit the wall. Nathan Fuller just barely clear. May have not been clear, but Klein was forced to put himself in the wall or make contact with that 4 truck, I believe.
That checked up the line to allow Christopher Mountain to make an inside move on Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. Not going to come to fruition off of turn 4. Going to continue to try and challenge that spot, but he's got Sean Cassay now on his outside.
Armistead trying so hard with that outside line.
He's got to break up that Durand double right now. Trying to.
These guys are going to encounter the lap truck of Brett Bennett very shortly, who is very off pace with his damage.
Well, Armistead thought he might have a run go to the inside there of David. Not quite. They're bumper to bumper top 5 here. Really top. Really top 12 are bumper to bumper right now.
Yeah, Cameron Caldwell, who came down pit road on this last caution, trying to sneak his way into the top 10 now.
He is Now going to get into the top 10. Giovanni Klein really just kind of fell off after touching the wall.
Christopher Mountain still trying to challenge Jurgensmeyer for P5. Brett Bennett comes over the radio, says he's going to stay against the fence here.
Top 3.
Melton's been trying to make a move on Jurgensmeyer for a couple laps now. He keeps getting to the inside, just can't complete the pass. And Bennett said earlier, when the tires start to wear, it's really hard to pass, and I think we're starting to see that a little bit.
Jeffries all over David Duran off of turn 4 and just pushing him down the straightaway.
Jeffrey has the worst possible scenario in front of him. He not only has to get around one Duran, he has to get around 2 of them. And I've mentioned so many times before, when you battle Radius Racing, you don't battle one of them, you battle the whole team. And I think the brother bond might be a little bit stronger than that.
We're going to catch another lap truck, Cody McCorker here, who's going to again stay up against the wall.
Alright, catch him on the straight here, force him to go inside here. Christopher Melton's going to have another peek to the inside of Jurgensmeyer. He's farthest alongside than he has been in any of his other attempts, but I think, yeah, Jurgensmeyer just gets to run off the corner. With the tires wearing, the track getting a little cooler, it's just getting tough to pass right now. Not as much slipping and sliding as we saw in the daylight.
Track temp currently at a very nice and cool 69 degrees Fahrenheit.
By the way, I want to mention something. The iRacing lights at Auto Club are terrible. They're not nearly as bright as what they were in real life. When I went to the track in person, I was surprised to see how bright they are. For some reason, iRacing just makes it look extremely dark.
Well, it's better than Legacy Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is for sure. Brett Bennett would certainly agree with that.
Coming to 10 laps to go here at Auto Club Speedway, Fontana, California. Just Duran still leading this race.
Ooh, he almost made contact there with Jurgensmeyer off of 2.
I think he did actually. I think he did. I believe they net coded. Not exactly made contact, but they definitely registered contact.
Yeah, and Mountain's gonna have to give up his spot there on the inside, tucking line, and look who's right behind him. Cameron Caldwell up now to the 7th position, getting by Bogey and Ethan Fonseca Moreno.
Man, Cameron Caldwell has had a journey tonight.
It's been a very up and down day for Cameron Caldwell. Your race leader still Justin Duran.
Out of this top 7, Caldwell was the only one to run that top side in 3 and 4 there. He's getting a decent run off the corner.
Yeah, everybody's just single file right now. I think it's to the point where nobody's able to generate enough momentum. Caldwell and Moreno trying a little bit of a higher line. Seven to go. I gotta wonder, if David Duran feels like he has a chance, does he take it?
Man, that would be some quite heavy loyalty to your teammate if you didn't there.
What I was trying to think about, Josh, they both know how hard it is to win in this league. So when you have a chance like this tonight, where they've just dominated, how do you possibly throw it away by opening the door up and making it side-by-side battle here? I mean, I know what you're saying, Trevor, but man, these guys want to win so bad, and they just want to get a win, especially right now for the team with the rough season they've had so far this season. But Justin really wants to get this win bad. So does David. I don't know if he's going to push it over the edge, though, Josh. It's really a double-edged sword here with Jeffrey Armistead being right there and with how aggressive he's been this entire stint.
David doesn't win as much as Justin does. And, you know, this would mean a lot to David. He's able to get the win. I'm telling you, if it were myself and my brother out there and I was in David's position, I would say, sorry, Zach, but it's not your day. It's my time.
It would be a lot easier call if they had, you know, like a gap in a Formula One race or a sports car race. They do not have a comfortable gap at all because Jeffrey Armistead has a great run on the front straightaway with just 4 to go.
Yeah, you're right. They don't have a comfortable gap, and at the same time, it's been extremely hard to pass with the track temperature being down as it is, and with the tire wear as it's been all night. So if they stick single file, you can almost guarantee that this is going to be how they finish.
Contact on the back straightaway. Cameron Caldwell in the door of Ethan Fonseca Moreno as they caught the back of Christopher Melton.
3 laps to go. They're going to once again put Brett Bennett another lap down. Brett Bennett will now be 2 laps down. And a night that he had a chance to collect his first win after leading so many laps. A moment there. Pretty sure for the 89.
This battle outside the top 5 is very aggressive right now.
Two to go at the line. Justin Rance still leading.
Oh! We're going to have a green-white checkered!
Sean Cassane.
Oh, Giovanni Klein. Yeah,
Just outside of the top 10, and yeah, off of turn 4, goes for a ride through the grass.
Yeah, they were close, but there was netcode, so I don't think you can put it on either one of them there.
Well.
You know, as strong as new tires have been, can you give up track position? This is
You got
gonna be.
Those 28 lead lap trucks. No way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a lot of drivers say, "I'm pitting here." They're gonna come from the back too, maybe mid-pack. I think if you're in the front, you've got to think about that as well. I'm telling you, if
Yeah.
you're Justin Rand, there is no way you'd stay out here. But Justin Rand is thinking if you are Justin Rand, you're gonna, well, yeah, everybody coming down.
Everyone. Nope.
Nathan.
Not
no,
quite
Cameron
everyone.
Caldwell.
Cameron Caldwell, Harold Tucker.
Michael White.
They're the only three. If you needed more, you needed way more than this to stay out. The fourth car out there is Shane O'Neill. He is a lap down. He will be presumably the free pass. Yeah, he is.
Creative way getting his lap back there.
I tell you what, to win, yeah, you probably want the tires.
Nathan Fuller.
2 tires.
And Ethan Fonseca-Moreno beats Jeffrey Armistead off pit road, and Brian Haynes up a ton of spots as well. I'm thinking he only took right sides also.
No. Unless you're talking about Brian Haynes, then yes.
That is the name that I said, so yes, that is who I would be talking about, Josh.
I mean, leave me alone.
Did I not say his name
You know
right?
what you're doing? Oh, man. Anyway, Justin and David, the first 2 on 4 tires. And if you're, hey, if you're Cameron Caldwell, I believe he was 7th coming to pit road there. What? I mean, as long as he finishes ahead of 7th, it's a net gain. So, I mean, I would say that's a reasonable expectation.
So,
But
remember he came down pit road on that last caution. Is it possible he ran out of tires doing that?
he was involved in a couple incidents, so it is possible.
This could be his only option here on staying out.
Of course, if you're also for Harold Tucker and Michael White, I'd say it's the right call. Even if they're on old tires, just gaining the track position, probably going to end up getting as long as they don't get run over, that's their biggest hope. But
It's
they
gonna
could
be
definitely
dicey
pick up
with 2 to
a
go.
spot. It'll be very dicey. And cold track, they'll have hotter tires, but older tires. So they'll have to watch the wheel spin there.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
Well, you got to take the lead here.
Yeah,
so,
that's not how you do this.
We're gonna have a green-white checkered, and if you ask me, I don't think this is gonna be it. I think we might have a couple of them here, but this will be overtime attempt number 1, presented by Fastlane, a JCTV podcast. Track temp has cooled down 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Base car is in. Cameron Caldwell inside the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Harold Tucker with the wheel spin. Caldwell gets going.
David Duran's going to make it 3 wide in the 3rd row there.
We're going to go 4 wide behind him.
Oh! Justin almost lost it, and we got a yellow flag.
Big crash behind the top 8 or so trucks. You
And
called it, Josh.
That was not what Cameron Caldwell wanted to see.
Absolutely not. He did a good job keeping them behind him for the first 2 corners, dicing the way they were, but everyone was sideways behind him through turn 2, Josh, with 4 wide. Christopher Melton looks like he caught the apron and just got sideways, and then a lot of people just out of control from there.
Lots of guys that got loose. Oh,
Ryan
good
Bogey
grief.
took a good shot into the wall.
And then Ryan Bogey took a big shot there.
Oh, yep. Shane O'Neill.
Thought I was watching that ARCA race
That
last
was-
night.
That's actually Steve Thornton in the 43 truck.
Just classic cold tires there. Same 52 sort of started it there with the same thing that caught out Cameron Caldwell, just cold tires. I don't think he hit the apron, but and you know, right behind them we had William Kemp lose it on a completely separate incident. But he did the exact same thing the 52 did, only spun it around a little more.
And he was on the bottom of 4 wide, so that could have been a lot worse than what it was.
Yep.
Trey, but one interesting thing I noticed that Cameron Caldwell just came over the radio and said, he said he would very much appreciate it if they kept restarting and racing like this. And he said, don't let me make it to turn 1 next time. So his strategy is not to hold off the field, it's just to end this thing by running out of green-white checkers.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for him, it looks like he is now the only one on, or no, sorry, Nathan Fuller's still up there. Or Nathan Fuller's on 2 tires, so you got
Fuller is on 2.
Cameron Caldwell's the only one on no tires. And Nathan Fuller's the only one on 2, as I believe we are coming to the choose here.
Yeah, Hayward Tucker slid back to P6 there.
The Rand brothers are going to line up in the 2nd and 3rd row on the inside.
It's a radius train on the bottom of the first 3 trucks. So, overtime attempt number 2 of 3. Cameron Caldwell, Nathan Fuller, Justin Rand, Jeffrey Armstead, David Rand, Harold Tucker, Christopher Milton, Isabel Moreno, Michael White, and Tyler Waddle. Top 10. How about old Tyler Watermullen in 10?
He's been hovering in that position pretty much since I've got into the booth tonight. I don't know how he was running before that, but pretty solid last half of this race for that 68. Hopefully he can finish the job up after getting back into the top 10. He lost a couple positions here recently, so hopefully he can finish it off strong.
Yeah, we're going to go back green.
Very late restart there from Cameron Caldwell.
He gets a decent run. I thought the Duran brothers might have a chance to tandem to the inside of him going into 1 if they got a good restart, but Cameron Caldwell nailed that.
Fuller gets wide on exit. Caldwell in front of the Durans. Either Sega Moreno, where does he go?
There goes Justin.
3 wide.
Justin to the inside with help from David.
Almost 4 wide.
Caldwell slides up! Caldwell
Jeffrey
slides up
Armistead.
right in front of David Duran.
Oh,
checks
Phil's
him
gonna
up.
catch the wall. And Armisted's gonna be collateral.
Still
Fonseca
green.
Moreno gets collected. We are on the white flag. Got more contact for 5th, for 4th. But right now, it looks like Justin Durand is pulling away.
David Durand up to 3rd. Chaos on the back straightaway still, though some of them are all over the place.
David Duran to the inside of Nathan Fuller for 2nd. But it's going to be Justin Duran driving off. Turn forward, wrecking in the back. Justin Duran going to be your race winner. David Duran P2. And Nathan Fuller takes 3rd.
You called wrecking in the back. I saw like 5 or 6 or maybe even more trucks slap the wall, but they all kept it straight somehow, Josh, to finish that after the crash we had coming to the white.
I think we had 3 separate wrecks on that green-white checker.
I don't know how a caution didn't fly for any of them with the craziness on that first lap there.
Yeah, somehow we got to the white flag.
And it was a tough. I mentioned this earlier, guys. Tough start for the season for Radius, and they go 4 out of the first 5 out of the top 5 tonight. And I think we jinxed Tyler Watermelon, excuse me, Josh, because he was involved in one of those incidents there on the last lap, and I don't think he's going to finish here.
Yeah, he actually is stopped on the front stretch. I don't think he has anything more to give.
It's going 3 miles an hour. Dawson is screaming for someone to push him so he can get credit. Here comes Andrew. He's going right by. No. On a peach to the rescue.
He's just bump drafting him.
Fortunately, it's going to be 28th for Tyler Watermelon. And he says he ran out of fuel somehow, Josh. I think we got a lot to look at after this, Josh.
Oh yeah, I actually, I just got a DM from Curfan to
he just queued up on the radio asking how did he finish 5th, and I was just gonna ask you the same because every time we were under caution, he was on pit road for 2 minutes fixing that thing after the incident with Brett Bennett off of turn 4.
Alright. So let's see here. Curfan, he's pretty deep. Here's the restart. Curfan gets a pretty good run outside. Looks like stacking up a bit.
Man, big move on the back straightaway.
Wow, they got 3 wide just off 2. Spin.
Was Jeffrey Armistead and Ethan Fonseca Moreno being involved there?
Still does not look like Curfan's going to get anywhere near close to being
And right there, Tyler Watermelon runs out of fuel, I think, and checks up a lot of people.
Oh, Kerfan all the way down to the apron underneath Giovanni Klein. And just gets around Tucker and holding off. Wow. Incredible.
So the crash off of turn 4 coming to the white flag. Nathan Fuller really sent it in there. Outside, going for the lead. Cameron washes a little bit, and then Justin just kind of gets ping-ponged between Cameron and Fuller, and then Fuller slides all over the place, all over the track off of 4, and then just tags Jeffrey Armistead, and 29 nowhere to go either.
So let's go ahead and take a look at our finishing results. And so, Justin Aran, David Aran, 1-2. Nathan Fuller finishes 3rd. Cameron Caldwell, 4th. Alex Kerfan, 5th. Sean Kissane, 6th. Andrew Elias, 7th. Giovanni Klein, 8th. William Kempf, 9th. Harold Tucker finishes in 10th.
Jacob Lackley, 11th. Joshua Arnold, 12th. Alonso Gicano, 13th. Riley Garcia, 14th. Christopher Mountain, 15th. Brandon Hinton, 16th. Michael Walls, 17th. Hunter Peach, 18th. Steve Balcock, 19th. And Shane O'Neill is going to finish 20th tonight.
Matt Steiner, 21st. Nathan Lehman, 22nd. Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, 23rd. Ryan Bogey, 24th. Ethan Sega Moreno, after spinning on the front stretch, 25th. Stephen Thornton, 26th. Jeffrey Armistead, 27th. Tyler Watermelon, 28th. 1 lap down. Brian Haynes, 29th. And Michael White, 30th.
And then 31st is going to be Brett Bennett, 2 laps down. Cody McCorkle did not finish. He is 32nd. Dawson Allen, 33rd. Dane Cruz, 34th. 35th was Dakota Knoll. David Chandler, the 4th, is 36th. Andrew Davis, 37th. And Pete Dillon rounds out the field. In 38th, he did not start tonight.
All right, well, let's go ahead and interview our top 3. And I've got Nathan Fuller, 3rd place finisher. Nathan, wild one out there.
Oh, yeah. It was a crazy race tonight.
You got 3rd out of all that. Actually, looked like you took right sides on the green-white checkered. Was that just last-minute decision, or as soon as that caution came out, was that on your mind?
I mean, it was always on my mind. You know, I truly didn't think all the field was going to take 4. I thought a lot more people were going to take just 2, and I mean, it was like driving on ice out of the corners, which is unfortunate. I know I got loose and some people got collected coming there to the white, but yeah, it was going to be 4, and then, you know, talking with guys in chat, I thought the whole field would take 2 to spice it up, and I was the only one, so unfortunate. I think if I'd taken 4, I might have been able to give a better run, but I mean, Cam giving the sling to Justin and David to just put him ahead, I couldn't really fight the 4 tires, so we'll take the 3rd. It was a good fight at the end and a fun race altogether.
All right, well, sponsor shout-outs. Who gets it done for you?
I mean, of course, the fam watching the AMSOIL sponsor, BSR, y'all guys running it, JCTV, all that, and then of course the Army Esports Paint Scheme got those guys on there, and looking forward to the next one. Appreciate it, guys.
All right. Congrats on the third place finish. We'll see you next time.
Thank you much. Have a good one.
Nathan Fuller, third place finisher here at Auto Club. And Adam, I believe you've got David Durand.
Let's catch up with Double D. Let's see if we can get a word in with him. David, you got a copy?
I do. What's up, guys?
Not much. It looked like a pretty strong race out there for yourself with that 24. How was it out on the track after a very strong run-up finish tonight?
It was good. This is one of my favorite tracks to run on the schedule. Plan was to try to stay up front all night because the draft is very, very strong at these types of tracks. So my plan was just try to stay clean and just try to stay with Justin as much as I can. And before the late race yellow, try to make a last lap pass and try to make it interesting. But to get 1-2 is pretty awesome. So I'm happy that we got some good stage points. I think it's like the first time we got stage points this year. And just run up front most of the night. So I'm pretty happy that the results we got.
Yeah, you mentioned that late race yellow. What was it like? Excuse me, going through the field there on that green white checkered, trying to follow Justin with everything going on, and then we had the other restart. You guys did a phenomenal job getting through the field.
Just try to maneuver from the field. We know some guys had some old tires or some took two, so just trying to maneuver and get through the field as quickly as we can, and just try to, like I said, try to stay out of trouble and try to keep it at one piece. It was crazy at the restarts, which we anticipated. So as long as Justin and I were together and just try to just draft and make a move, which we did, and it worked out for both of us. So I'm happy that one of us had the win. I was trying at the end, but I mean, at the end of the day, as long as we get a 1-2 or good points today, so that's all that matters for us.
Well, who do you want to shout out and thank, and who gets it done for that 24 truck with a second place finish here tonight at Auto Club?
Oh, just thank Radius Racing for letting me be part of their team. Thank you guys for the broadcast. So I will stay up and watch that, because I'm pretty sure this race was pretty chaotic. And just shout out to Justin for we're working well together tonight. So if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't be in the position that we were in. So Radius is working well together tonight, and we'll see what happens next week at Chicago.
All right, congrats on the good run tonight, David, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, Adam.
Was our second place finisher tonight, David Durand. I believe Josh is in victory lane with his brother right now.
Yeah, well, thank you if you did that. Anyway, yeah, down here in victory lane, Justin, first of all, congrats on the win. That was incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun out there tonight.
Yeah, you led a lot of laps, but it was not an easy one. You had a lot of drivers hounding you all race long, but you and David were working so well together there towards the end. I assume there was lots of team play going on there, and just kind of walk us through how that was going for you.
Yeah, I was just up front battling all night. With David, obviously. Ethan was another one. Alex, Brett, Nathan. So a lot of fun. Really chaotic up front all night as far as that run with David. We just really got 1-2, jumped a couple restarts. He was able to clear, so we kind of just stayed in line. We were hoping for tire wear to kind of kick in to where we would be able to fight it out amongst ourselves. Never really got that to that point with the late yellow, but still really glad we were able to come with a 1-2 finish.
I actually wanted to ask you about that. Obviously, this is, a what-if question because, that yellow did come out. But was there any, kind of discussions between you and your brother that, if you guys had stayed green, that um, you know, you two would battle it out, or was there an agreement that he would just push you, especially with Jeffrey Armistead right there in tow?
Yeah, as long as Jeffrey or whoever was behind David was really close, we were probably just going to work together to kind of ensure at least one of us wins. That's why we were kind of hoping for a little bit of tire to kick in with the dirty air to where we get a little bit of a gap. Because we were both fine fighting it out. Won't be the first time we've done that. But it never got to that with the late yellow, so we never really got the gap. So as soon as the yellow came out, everything changed.
Well, another race win for you. First one of the season, though. Sponsor shout-outs. Who gets it done behind that number 5 machine?
Just shout out everybody on Raiders Vortex. We worked really well all night. Great communication. I think we had 4 of the top 5, so great points night for the team. It's just finally great to have a good finish this season. It's been really rough outside of Vegas. So this was just a huge result for us tonight, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it for the booth.
All right. Congrats on the race win, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.
And that was your race winner, Justin Durand, here tonight. So, real quick, it was not mentioned that Traber had left us. He had to go. So, big thanks to Traber for joining me tonight and being with us for most of the broadcast. But Adam, from what you were able to see and call, how was this race, in your opinion?
Yeah, like I said when I joined, it was very frantic, but not aggressive enough where I went over the edge in that first half, and it was a lot of fun to watch. And then once I got home, ate dinner, and then jumped up in the booth, it was almost a different race with all the restarts being super aggressive and so chaotic, and all the incidents, and somehow we had a lot of guys rebounding after those, like we mentioned, Alex Kerfin getting up there into 5th somehow, and Sean Cassane, I don't know if we brought it up, Josh, Sean Cassane brought out that first green-white checker, and when it's all said and done with a top 10 finish, so a good recovery from him after that, and it's just going to be a lot of that, I think, again next week at Chicagoland. Different track, a lot different track, of course, being a mile and a half, but I think the basics of needing the draft is going to be very crucial, and tire saving is going to be very important again next weekend.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how Chicagoland is going to play out. I actually will not be around for Chicagoland. Dawson actually going to be running production for that one, but I will be very excited to catch the replay of that after it happens. So I think it's going to be a really exciting, entertaining race that you're not going to want to miss, and I'm sad I'm going to have to miss it. But we still have a lot of fun things coming up on JCTV. A little update. Obviously, we don't know the Daytona 500, what the schedule is like for that. It is still slated to run tomorrow, Sunday, February 18th. But TNR did say if NASCAR does postpone the Daytona 500 to Monday evening, then TNR is actually going to not be racing their doubleheader at Daytona on Monday night. They're going to postpone it till the following week, so basically the schedule will remain the same, just a week later for all the races that expected. So right now, I can't tell you for certain. I'm not a betting man, but I'm going to say the weather does not look in favor of us racing on Sunday, or at least NASCAR on Sunday. So I'm almost certain that I would bet Daytona 500 is going to be on Monday. So we very well may not see TNR Monday night. Tuesday night, Slide Racing League. They head to, is it Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was right for once. Vegas for Patriotic Schemes. It's always a fun one. And then Thursday night, we have the season opener of the SAC Coast Coast Cup Series. The Daytona 250. And then Friday night, DI9 Designs Anywhere Series will visit Circuit of the Americas for the second road course in a row. And then 1 week from tonight, it is the AMSOIL Truck Series at Chicagoland. So still plenty of action coming up here on JCTV. So with that being said, once again, big shout out and thanks to Trevor Burns for joining us, and Adam, you for joining us as well later in the race, and all the incredible drivers, fans, and the admins that make this show happen. So on behalf of Trevor Burns and Adam Kuhn, I'm Joshua Coppernell signing off, saying so long, and we will see you next time.